Heidi ho there, my lovies. Welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn, and I'm super casual today because I just got cleaned up. I've been working out in the yard all day today because it's been like 85 degrees here. Yes, I know it's February 4th. I don't know what's going on. I'm just as confused as anybody else. But so I took advantage of really decent weather and went outside, and I'm doing some yard work. And I need a quick, easy dinner tonight. So my jumping off point is going to be this Earthly Grains New Orleans style jambalaya mix. Now, I'm not saying this is authentic, and I love Cajun food and New Orleans cooking and what have you. But this is quick, easy, and economical. This is about $1 mix over at my Aldi. And I think that that's just fine. It's got all the herbs. It's got all the spices. It's going to save me from having to make so many trips, back and forth to the spice rack. It's going to be all the things. And I think it's a good jumping off point. And this can be economical, especially if you have not yet developed, a fully functioning spice rack pan. A fully functional spice rack, and you don't, have the extra money to for some extras this month. That's fine. I think these mixes are fun. I think that they taste good, and I think that they're easy, and there is nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to be baking mine today. So I'm going to go ahead and put that rice packet right here in the bottom of my 9x13 dish. And I am following the directions on the back. So there's that. And then I'm adding a few things to make it, semi-homemade. I'm adding actually a little bit of extra rice to it because I just want to bulk that up a little bit. So I've got about a ½ cup of extra long grain white rice that I'm going to add to that. And that's going to be just fine. No sweat. I also, from the Aldi, have a Polska Kielbasa, and I love these. I think that these are economical. I think I paid less than $3 for this one, so this is also a very inexpensive protein. Yay, hooray. Could you use hot dogs? You betcha. Ground beef, hot dogs, ground turkey, yeah, I'm going to say it. I think that you could probably even put a can of tuna in here if that's what you had. Yeah. If I was vegetarian and I had some tofu, I might throw the tofu in. Though I do believe that it does have a chicken base to it. So I don't know how that works if you're vegetarian. I am going to be slicing out my sausage a little bit on the thinner side. Not super chunky. But there you go. So yeah, I've been doing yard work. So I have been on like this struggle since 2020 to reduce my grass at my house because I used to have grass all over the backyard, the front yard, the side yards. And I eliminated the grass in the backyard. And so now I have eliminated, sorry, I'm so tired. I've eliminated most of the grass in my side yard. I've just got a little bit more to go. Anyhow, because watering the grass is very, very expensive, and I do live in the desert Southwest, and I do kind of feel like I should be doing more to conserve water. So, yeah, there's that. I'm going to be putting in rock instead, like a composite granite in the side yard, and I put up a community post showing you the 3 options that I liked the best. Yay, hooray. Let me know what you think. So, yeah, absolutely. I'm excited about that. And my little nephew-to-be, Julian's soon-to-be husband, he's going to come over and help me with that. And he's just a precious little gem. I just love him. His name's Chris. So that's what I've been doing today, is just working over there in the side yard and getting things all cleaned up and ready and leveled out and the whole 9 yards. So, yeah, I'm hungry and I want to eat dinner, and then I'm going to fall asleep right after Jeopardy, and that's just the way it's going to be today. So So, what did you do today? Anything fun or exciting? Tell me down below, baby. Absolutely. I'm really loving these extra economic meals. We had that turkey and gravy with the cranberry sauce last night. Oh, Andrew didn't even know it was turkey. It was so good and so flavorful. And that jalapeno gravy was so delicious. And someone in the comments had said that they thought it would make a good pot pie. I agree. Someone else said it would be terrific over egg noodles. Baby, you just go for it. Have at it. So, yeah, where you go with, this is just a jumping off point. Where you go with it, that's up to you. All right, I've also got a green bell pepper, and I'm going to move these on along because they're getting a little long in the tooth. So, hi, Hazel. Hazel came in. She heard chopping going on, and she says, "Lady, it's hot, and can we turn the air conditioning on?" No, we cannot turn the air conditioning on just because it's 85 degrees. I don't turn the air conditioning on. I try to prevent turning the air conditioner on until about June 15th. That's usually as long as I can go before I'm too hot. And Andrew and the dog, they're hot too, and they're begging me. Because once it goes on, it's really hard to turn it off. Usually not until the end of October, and that is a very long summer. So, yeah, it's a little warm today. I've got a couple of fans going, and drink some water. You'll be okay. Oh, she's waiting for yum yums. Yeah, so if I'm napping on the couch, she is so funny. At about 5:15, 5:30, she comes in there and starts nudging me to wake up. That it's dinner time and that I need to get my act together. And she doesn't care if it's ham sandwiches, so long as she's getting some. So yeah, she's a funny little dog. That way she wakes me up. And then at nighttime when I'm sleeping, she's so cute because I can hear her little pitter patter paws on the rug. She comes in and she'll like look at me. She'll look at me in the bed. "Are you okay, lady? I haven't heard from you in a few hours, and want to make sure that you're all right. Are you a protector dog?" Yeah, but she's asleep in her own bed kind of a dog, and she doesn't want to sleep in bed. She doesn't want to sit up on the couch. Makes her nervous. She gets this look like she's going to get in trouble. So whoever had her before did not allow her to sleep on the furniture, and I always let Pigpen, "Come on, jump up here with me, lover boy, and let's have a cuddle." Anyhow. So I'm getting the rock installed. Now next weekend, I am going to be doing something that I'm really excited about that I haven't done in a few years. And I don't know why it kind of fell off my radar. So for years I did, what's it called? Bountiful baskets. And you pay an allotment, and then you go down there and you pick it up. You can volunteer to work. And basically what it is a food co-op program where people have all gone in for fruits and vegetables, and then you go pick up your basket. Well, it's pricey. It's like $40. And for a long time, it was a good deal. And I was just getting heaps, just mounds of fruits and vegetables. And I was super excited about it. And then it started to get less and less and less. And of course, like I kind of understood that it was getting less because the costs were going up. But I would have been willing to pay more to continue to get, a substantial amount of produce. Then I went down there and I volunteered and realized that they had a new group leader. Well, when I went to go volunteer, everyone was kind of hush-hush, and I felt kind of like being pushed out a little bit. And then I realized that all of the people in the group, the in-group, had these great big coolers that they were dragging, off to their car. And I'm looking at my little $40, it was stuff. I would have been pretty happy with it if I hadn't seen like all the volunteers before it opened running off with their stuff to their cars. And then I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't feel like I'm getting my fair share now that I've seen this. But I'm doing this other thing. And like I said, it just fell off of my radar. But we did it in 2020, and it's called Produce on Wheels Without Waste, otherwise known as Powwow. And basically, it's a group of individuals they are rescuing produce. So it's all good produce. You pay, depending on the size of the order that you want, somewhere between $15 and $25 for your produce box. And you're getting anywhere from 25 pounds to 75 pounds of produce, depending on, if you get the $15 box or the $25 box. That's a lot of produce. Anyhow, you don't know what you get, so it's like a mystery box. I think that's super fun. I like the idea of rescuing produce, and I think those are all really good things. I also have a can here of Margret Holmes tomatoes, okra, and corn. And I love these. The okra in there is not slimy. It's fantastic. And I can't think of anything better to add to my casserole here, my Cajun casserole, than a can of this. So yay, hooray. Let me grab my can opener. So yeah, I'm excited next week about doing my Produce on Wheels Without Waste. And I'm doing it next week because I have veg in the refrigerator that I need to clear up, because if I'm getting somewhere between 25 and 75 pounds worth of produce, I'm going to need the room. I got to make some room in that fridge. So we are just going to tear it up. And I did a little inventory. What do we have in there right now? We've got apples, we've got some oranges, we've got some tomatoes, celery, carrots. We've got stuff. So next week we are going to have to be eating up all of that veg to make room for the new veg. And I'm also going to be sending some of that over to Corey's house to share with him. And also, like, if there's anything that's not quite as good as I would want it to be, then his chickens will enjoy that. And I like to pitch up for his chickens. The box calls for 2.5 cups of warm water, so I'm going to go ahead and add that on in. There we go. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to need a splash more because we put that extra rice in there. I forgot. My bad. That would have been dry. No bueno. So we've got that all in there. Also, I think if you wanted to bulk this up even more, you could add a can of red beans. That would be fantastic. I'm going to just give this a little stir up. Yay, hooray. Oh, it smells so good. And this is so easy. I mean, honestly, what did that take? Like cutting the onion and the bell pepper. And that's completely optional. So yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, we've got just a little bit of yum yum here. I'm going to put foil over top of this. I'm going to put this in my oven at 375 degrees for the next, 45 minutes or so. And I'll bring it back and we'll take a look at it and see what's going on. Yay, hooray! I'm super hungry. Don't spill, don't spill, don't spill, don't spill. Yay, hooray. All right, baby. You go in there and just be delicious. I believe in you. Yay. This has got about 10 minutes. I'm super excited. Yay, hooray. I know that this is going to be delicious because those mixes, they are always good. Now, are they the most cost-effective way to do it? No. Could you just put regular rice in there and some chicken bouillon and some Uncle Tony's and some of this and some of that? Sure. But this is so easy that I think even a 9-year-old child could follow the directions on this. So if you're a mom or a dad or, whatever, and you're working late and your child can cut up a kielbasa and open up one of these packages and follow the directions, I think your 9-year-old child can get dinner on the table. I started cooking right around that time with my dad. My dad would not feel well. And so I would come home from school and watch all of my younger brothers and sisters. And he would, I'm going to go take a nap. All right, Pop, see you later. And he would go lay down and take a nap. Or he would say, I'm going to go lay down and take a nap. And this is what we're having for dinner. Can you go ahead and get that started for me? Okay. And, this is way before Google. So, I would just go in there and think about what I've seen my mom do or my dad do or how I think it should be done. Or maybe I'd get a cookbook out or something like that and reference it. Do you know what you're doing? No, I don't, but I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I'm going to fake it till I make it. And, pretty much that's how I've lived my whole life. Jump and the net appears. Done all right so far. Still alive. Yay, hooray. I just love New Orleans. Did I ever tell you all about pretty much the only parade that I have ever seen? We were in New Orleans for Halloween. And we were out sitting on the sidewalk. I staked myself out a really good place because there are two things in this life that I just really am not able to do. And number one is see something at a parade. Usually I'm way back in the back. Nobody will let me through. Anyhow, so we staked out a really good place where I could sit on the sidewalk and watch the parade go by. And I was dressed up in my little kitty cat costume that year. And we were sitting there on the sidewalk, and it started crowding around us and everything. And this mother came up and she started throwing a temper tantrum about us sitting on the sidewalk. That she wanted her kids to sit there. And her kids were like 12 and 13 years old. They were almost like 1.5 feet taller than I was. Anyhow, I got up off the ground and I said, really, like, they can't just like stand behind me and see? Because as you can see, I'm significantly shorter than both of your kids. It's for kids. It's a Halloween parade. And it's for kids. Anyhow, you're an adult, she says. Well, it's hard to argue with that because, I do kind of pride myself every day on being a grown adult. So, I gave up my spot there on the sidewalk for her two kids. And there was a float that was passing by. And I guess this gentleman on this float, he saw what was happening, this little altercation between me and this lady, and saw me give up my seat to these kids. And he shouts, you, shorty. And that's pretty much what I respond to because that's what I get all the time. You can't see? You want to see a parade, baby? And I was like, yeah, I want to see a parade. Anyhow, this big old man on this float, like I'm standing there and he just swoops me up with smooth. Next thing I know, I'm coming through the air and I'm landing on a float next to him. And he hands me a big bucket of candy. He's like, here you go, baby. Now you can see a parade, but you never saw one before. Anyhow, that's really been the only parade that I have ever seen, is the one that I was in. And it was just kind of weird and unexpected. But he was a big old man and strong as an ox. God bless him. Anyhow, that was the parade that I got to see. And we had every time we go to New Orleans, we have such a good time and we just tear it up. And you know what? I got to get myself back together so that we can go to New Orleans. This is going to be terrific. It's going to give me all the feels and everything like that. But yeah, if it was payday, I'd be putting some andouille sausage in there and some big old shrimps, and that would make it even more spectacular. But we're on a budget today. In case you've ever wanted to know, that YouTube pays one time a month, and they pay on a $10.99, and you have to meet a certain minimum of ad revenue to receive a check. Otherwise, it just rolls until you get that minimum. And anyhow, yeah, hot diggity, this is smelling fantastic. I can hardly wait to eat it. We're going to tear it up. Hot diggity. And I'm tired. I had to go lay down on the couch for 20 minutes. That's how I'm living my life now. 15 minutes at a time. I can do anything for 15 minutes. But I got to get better than that for my next trip to New Orleans. Our plate's out for tonight. And we're also going to be having a little fruit cup for dessert. from the fruit salad that I made the other day. Got my little cups out, Nancy, so everything's very individualized. Isn't that fun? I always think about you when I get those out, you and Andrew. Anyhow, I think that's just terrific. Different strokes for different folks. But yeah, gonna have a little bit of a 4-ounce fruit cup with those. And that is going to be dessert. Hot diggity. Melissa's been digging into this every day too on her lunch. She loves little fruit cups, so yay, hooray. All right, we just have a few minutes left. I can hardly wait. All right, here we go. All done. I think that that looks terrific. Smells even better. Yay, hooray. And I think we are into this dinner. Let's see, $3 for the kielbasa, about $1 for the rice package, some peppers and onions, so maybe 50 cents for that. And then that can of the okra, corn, and tomatoes was $1.25. So right around the $6.25 mark, yeah, about $6.25. And I think that there are at least 4 or 5 servings, large size servings in this. So it's not, yeah, we're not gonna be deprived today. And I think that that is a pretty good budget-friendly meal. And those sausages have such a lot of flavor in them that a little bit goes a long way. Even though that was only a 14-ounce package, I think that that's going to be just fine. So here we go. At our house, you have a choice for your hot sauce. I know Crystal hot sauce would probably be more authentic, but we've got some Texas Pete hot sauce, or we have some Cholula. That's my favorite. And I know this is going to need just a little bit extra for me. And that is going to do it. That and a fruit cup. I'm going to be good to go. Think that that looks spectacular. Let's give it a taste test. Ooh, it's piping hot. Yay, I can dig it. Hot diggity. Alrighty. Alright, my lovies, I'm going to go eat dinner. I'm going to go watch Jeopardy. I'm going to kick Andrew's butt. Be good, be careful. Look both ways. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Crazy But Not Dangerous. Big ol' smooches, bays, and squeeze-a-ronies. Bye now.